This is a video to show how to do a proper splice of two wires. But first I'm going to show you how not to do it. This is the way I used to do it before. My wife showed me the proper way of doing it, and she's electronics engineer, so yeah, that's what I did. I just twisted the wire and then just fold it onto itself. And then once I had this, I would put my insulation tape around it, and that was my connection. The problem with this is very weak. If you pull on the cable, it just comes apart very easily. And the other problem is when you bend one of the wires like this, you're putting a lot of stress on the on this bend here, and the wire, whether it's stranded or solid wire, it will eventually break over time, or there is a big risk that it will happen. So the proper way of doing this is you twist your wire use a clockwise motion and make sure that you don't have any strands on the wire, and then do the same with the other piece of wire. So once you've done that, the best way to do it is to use to insulate it is use insulation sleeve, the heat shrink type, because insulation tape also may come apart and it loses the bond after some time. So just slide the sleeve over one of the wires, and then you make a cross. Also, when you strip your wire, make sure that you have approximately the same length of stripped wire. Doesn't have to be exactly the same, but pretty close to the same length. So then you put you cross your wires like halfway, more or less, and twist the one side. Okay, and now do the same with the other side. After you've done this, the best way also to ensure that your connection stays, at this point, if you pull on each side, I'm pulling and the connection is not coming apart. But to guarantee that this will stay in place, the best way to do it is just use some solder and soldering gun, and then apply solder to your connection, especially at the ends. So especially in this these two portions here. Do it over the entire length of your connection. If you don't have solder, you can still leave the connection at this point, but again, the best way to do it is to put solder on it. And once you've done that, you slide your sleeve over it, and make sure you have kind of leave it in the middle where the connection is, and this is it. You obviously apply heat to your insulation sleeve, and after that you should have a permanent connection that it will last for a long time. It's pretty much electrically and mechanically is a good connection.